So I am having the most horrible week. I feel like this totally entitles me to stress shop my heart out because everything possible that could go wrong this week has gone wrong. Oh my god, it is so insane this week. I feel like the whole world has gone crazy and there is nothing I can do about it. Everybody is mad at me or mad at each other. There's office stress, everything is just so crazy. So my first reaction is like, I need to go stress shop. I need to buy myself a new luxury handbag, or I need to buy myself some new clothes just to make myself feel a little bit better. And I think a lot of us can relate to something like this, but at the same time, I try to remember that one of my New Year's resolutions is to be a little bit more conscientious with the things that I buy, especially since I don't want to be throwing down like a few $1,000s on a handbag that really is just going to see the light of day once, twice, and then stay in my closet for most of the year up until maybe it's no longer in season or something like that. And yeah, and then I think of selling it or something, or yeah, just passing it on. And I don't want to be that type of person again. I mean, I have been in the past where I end up purchasing it on impulse, to the detriment of my credit card at the end of the month, of course. And yeah, and then not really being able to use the handbag because I didn't think of it thoroughly enough, whether it was practical or whether it was really something that would suit my personality and really something that I would wear on a more regular basis. Anyways, I'm sure you guys are not here to listen to me wallow in self-pity, but I'm also curious to know what you guys think. What do you do? I'm sure all of you have been in situations where you just feel like the whole world is against you and you feel distressed out. What are the ways that you guys deal with this sort of situation? What are the ways that you deal with stress? Are you somebody like me who goes shopping? I don't know, maybe I'm trying to make myself feel better. Or what are some ideas that you guys have in terms of how you can get rid of like work week stress, and of course sometimes even emotional stress? So anyways, today's video is on a handbag that I have been using. No unboxing video for me today because I did not actually go out and buy something. So I'm actually very proud of myself for that. And I'm going to share with you guys a bag that I already have. This is my Chanel Elegant Chain Flat Bag, and I absolutely love this handbag. I actually got it from the last collection, so I think it's the Cruise 2019-20 collection, and I got this as a gift for myself during the Christmas season. So I've been able to use it through Christmas holidays and for the most part of January. So in today's video, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the handbag. I'll do some mod shots for you guys, and I also will do what fits on the inside. I have my Chanel mini flap, which I will do a comparison about like what can fit on the both of these. So how much bigger is this bag as compared to the mini flap, because I know a lot of my viewers probably have the mini flap, and I know a lot of people have been saying that this is an extremely good bag in terms of what can fit on the inside. So I picked up the small one in lambskin leather and champagne gold hardware. The reason why I was so drawn to this handbag is because it looks so classic Chanel, especially with the turn lock, the classic CC logo, the quilting pattern, and even the straps. They look very much like the Chanel classic flap bags. But I feel that this bag does have a little bit more of a modern twist, especially with the chain on the front. And the thing that I really like is they completely changed the back to have a much larger back pocket, which actually fits my cell phone on the side. So I'm so happy that I can reach for my cell phone without always having to open and close the handbag. And yeah, the pocket at the back is really a total game changer. So I'm so happy that they thought of doing this and really just updating the look of the handbag. At the same time, this is just a single flap, so I don't know how it will hold in terms of its structure. Right now, I think it only comes in lambskin leather and only in two sizes, the small and the medium. But I think if it is going to be a popular bag, they will probably roll it out in different types of material and a lot more colors. I actually went with something very classic because I really like the way that black lambskin leather looks with the gold hardware, but I have also seen it in blue. I think I've seen it in pink and beige as well, but I'm not so sure. I know that like I've seen a few other influencers online, and yeah, overall I think that it looks so gorgeous. The other thing that I really like about this handbag is the way that it is constructed at the top part. So the strap of the handbag and the front chain is not attached directly to the handbag. There is actually a D-ring, and that's attached to the flap of the bag, and then the chains are attached onto that. And I think that is a really good idea, because one of the things I hated about my Marmont, the Gucci Marmont flap bag, is that it tends to triangle. The flap tends to triangle, especially when you have been using it for a while. Like if you have been using it for 6 months to a year, the flap tends to deform. I mean, it's still a beautiful handbag, but it's just something that annoys me a little bit. But anyways, yeah, that's something that I really like about this handbag. So when you open up the handbag itself, it is lined on the inside with a sort of denim fabric, which is really pretty. Another thing about this handbag is that it is relatively soft. This is a single flap bag, which allows you really to maximize what you can put on the inside of your handbag. So at the back part, there is a back zipper, which I hardly ever use, but I just keep my authenticity card back there. And yeah, the interior space of this bag is really great. I think it's more comparable to my Louis Vuitton favorite in terms of what it can fit. So I have with me the Chanel mini flap bag, and I will sort of do a quick comparison of the two just to show you how much more that this one can fit as compared to my Chanel mini. So inside my Chanel mini, I have wet wipes, I have a Chanel card holder, I also have my RFID proof card holder, and then I have a lip balm and lotion. So I think that's about all that this Chanel mini can fit. When it comes to the elegant chain flap bag, it can fit all of that. I can also slip in my long wallet, and then I also carry around a pair of sunglasses from time to time. And I also have my house keys and my car keys as well. So I find that the space is absolutely perfect. And the fact that it's not so structured as well allows you really to fill up the handbag just in case you need. I wouldn't do this on a regular basis, of course, because I don't want to stretch out the leather. But if, for instance, I did want to throw in like a very light sweater if it is raining, I could probably stuff it into the handbag as well. Although I don't know if it would close quite as easily as it does close with just the bare minimum amount of stuff that I usually bring. Okay, so moving on to the cons of this handbag, and I would say that there's not really a lot of cons. There's nothing that I can really think of off the top of my head, except for maybe that it was expensive. Of course, being a Chanel handbag, you know that you are paying more for the brand name than you are for the construction of the handbag. But aside from that, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, so there is one con that I can think of, and I don't know if it's just a little bit of my own imagination, but this is in lambskin leather, and I am so afraid of getting it scratched. So every time I go through the parking lot or any sort of crowded situation, like when you're in the mall or something, I tend to put it right in front of me, and then I tend to hold it very close to me as well. My husband says that I look like, you know, I'm so afraid I'm going to be robbed or something, but actually I'm just protecting the handbag because I'm so afraid that something might scratch on it. And yeah, so it's not as carefree as if I had gotten it in caviar leather, but obviously they don't have it in caviar leather. And the other thing is lambskin leather, since it is a little bit softer, and I do like the way that lambskin looks, but at the same time it does tend to crease. So you can see that there's already a little bit of a crease at the side, and I realized that's because I stored it upright when I should have been storing my bag lying down. So to get rid of the crease, I just have to be a little bit more careful with the way that I store my handbags. Maybe just put it lying flat down, and always remember to have some stuffing on the inside. The last con, and I just remembered this because my friend complained about her boy bag and she said that it was so noisy, and I realized that this bag kind of has the same problem, but it's not quite as noisy. So the chains, when you pick on them, like here, because they are made, I guess, out of metal, you can really hear the jingle. I think you'll really only hear it when you pick up the handbag from the chain and then like just drop it like that. And yeah, if it is in a quiet place, of course you're gonna hear it, but if you are in a noisier area, I think it just sort of becomes background noise. But anyways, that is something that I should include in my video because I remember that my friend did say something about that as well. Okay guys, so that is it for this week's video, and actually I am already feeling a lot better just talking about handbags. And yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you guys for watching, and I realized that I'm so grateful to have this YouTube community, and I'm so grateful that I have an outlet where I can really share my love for handbags and my love for all things beautiful, I guess. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that you are all such a blessing to me, and I am so grateful to have you guys. I'm sorry again for ranting in the beginning of this video. Yeah, I'll try not to do that in future videos too often, but anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this week's video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel. If there is any way that I can improve, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any questions, also just put them down in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Anyways, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.